Gentlemen, you're being lied to. The modern gym isn't a temple of health, it's a testosterone nuke. You're bombarded with mitochondrial poison from LED lights. You're drenched in estrogenic cologne that blinds women to your true biology. And you're strapped into synthetic shoes that cripple your natural movement. Now, today I'm going to expose these three killers of your masculinity and how to fight back against this gym culture. Now, first, we're going to start with blue light. This is the biggest poison in the gym. It surrounds you in the gym, and you have no idea all the negative things that it's doing to your body. Now, what it does first is it messes up your circadian rhythm. So, blue light after sunset is an artificial stressor that messes with your natural biology. Now, this goes into your SCN. This is the brain's circadian clock that uses light and wavelength to set your hormones as well as your circadian rhythm. So these gym LED lights and the screens that you look at night, like a computer or an iPhone, they emit around 460 nm of blue light, tricking your brain into thinking that it's noon when it's really night. So this will result in melatonin suppression and cortisol spikes at bedtime, as well as shallow and non-restorative sleep. So basically, when you're looking at your phone, it's simulating to your brain that it's daytime and you need to be up because it's noon and it's not time to go to bed. So I know a lot of you guys, at least when I was in college, I'd have to go to the gym at night. So I'd be on my phone at the gym, blasting my ears with music, stimulating myself that way. And then under all the blue light and looking at my phone, then I would go home. I couldn't sleep for probably about 5 hours. Well, I also took pre-workout, but it just goes into effect that every bit of these poisons in the gym is going to keep you up. You can't just blame it on caffeine over the long term. Now, what it's also going to mess up is your hormones. So what we have to understand here is cortisol versus testosterone. So blue light activates stress pathways in your nervous system, elevating your cortisol. So cortisol directly inhibits your testosterone synthesis. And what this causes is a prolactin surge. So blue light will also increase your prolactin. That's directly related to your libido, as well as when men have erectile dysfunction, it's because they have too much prolactin. Prolactin also leads to the famous bitch tits. Now, when you have nighttime LED exposure, this leads to higher estrogen conversion overnight because with that prolactin release, you're not going to be generating testosterone. So if you're on your phone and you're under blue light at the gym at night, then you are going to be elevating your estrogen and lowering your testosterone. Now, the third damage is probably the most important, but it's never talked about by anyone. And this is mitochondrial damage from blue light. So, blue light actually fractures the electron transport chain, nuking your mitochondria. So, mitochondria, if you ever took high school biology, what is it? It's the powerhouse of the cell. Their job is to make ATP energy so you can crush your workouts, focus, and recover. Now, to make ATP energy, mitochondria uses the electron transport chain, or ETC, just like a conveyor belt that shuttles electrons to generate energy. That's what the electron transport chain is. Now, blue light is like a wrench thrown into the gears. Normally, sunlight gives you your mitochondria a balanced mix of light wavelengths. You need a mix of red, blue, and infrared. But LEDs and phones and the gym blue lights blast you with an isolated blue light. It's like a hyper out of control electron stimulant, if you will. Whereas natural sunlight, you're getting all the natural rays of the sun and all the light. Blue light, you're just getting one like dopamine rush of light straight to your head. It would never happen in nature. And now what these do is they rust the electron transport chain. So when you have the rust, it's called ROS. So this rust is leaked electrons that combine with oxygen. A little ROS is normal, it's like exhaust from a car, but blue light turns mitochondria into ROS factories, flooding your cells with damage. And this result is you have crashes in your mitochondria because you can't have making ATP, right? Like your mitochondria, literally the powerhouse of your cell. Your muscles recover slower because the ROS, which is just rust, burns out your repair system. Now your brain gets foggy because your neurons are packed with mitochondria. So your brain runs off mitochondria. If that's full of ROS and not functioning properly, then you're gonna have brain fog and slow mental acuity. Now, how does this kill your testosterone? Your testosterone is made up of Leydig cells, which are loaded with mitochondria. If your mitochondria is drowning in this ROS, they can't produce energy efficiently, and this equals lower testosterone. Plus, the ROS literally inflames your balls. Literally, it makes the problem even worse. So, here's the real world example that you're probably living in. So, you're late at night at the gym, you're under LED lights, you're on your screen, which is more blue light. Then you go home and you get on your phone before bed, which is even more blue light. So that return gives you poor sleep, and you have no melatonin from that poor sleep to clean up that ROS, that rust from the mitochondria. Then the next day you're fatigued, you have weak lift, you have a mood swing because all of that mitochondrial damage, all because of blue light. A lot of gym bros come to me and they're like, dude, I got my diet dialed in, I got my exercise dialed in, but I'm still suffering. And that's why I preach gym, tan, beef. You need all three to achieve optimal happiness and health. You need the sun because it's going to give you that full light spectrum, and you're not going to end up with these symptoms from blue light, which most of them are just depression because they also alter your gut bacteria, blue light exposure. But we're getting off topic here. Basically, what's the solution to this blue light problem in the gym? The solution is blue light blockers. I have them on now. I'm even outside. I'm wearing them just because I don't like to look at my computer screen and get that blue light straight to my head and get that artificial light. When I'm looking at my computer, I always have the red filter on, or I'm wearing these glasses. What else you can do is you can turn on red light mode on your phone. Let me see if I can show you here. You can set it up to where you literally tap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Turns your phone red. So then when you're in the gym, you have no distractions, and you have also a red light filter on it. But the only thing you can do other than wearing red light glasses, turning your phone on red light mode, would just be putting your phone away 2 hours before bed. Like, not even let it be near you. Just get it out of your sight. I know it's kind of hard. Sometimes I need to go to bed listening to something, but it's really improved my sleep when I ditch the phone at night. I'm guilty of not ditching it all the time, but that's going to help your sleep the most, as well as sleeping in a completely pitch dark room, and make sure your temperature is around 70 degrees. The cooler it is and the darker it is, the better your sleep is going to be. But overall, if you're in the gym, blue light glasses, phone on red mode. Okay, now what is the second stressor in here? It's going to be cologne. Now, cologne is just, there's so many bad things about it, and I don't know why so many gym bros love throwing on cologne. It makes me sick. Okay, now cologne contains phthalates. So what these phthalates are going to do are they're going to disrupt your hormones. So what they do is they're endocrine disruptors. So they mimic estrogen. So when you spray that on, your body thinks you're giving itself estrogen. It's messing up your brain chemistry with all these fake phthalates in your head. It's telling your body to release estrogen, lower your testosterone. But that's probably not the worst part, because why do you guys wear cologne? It's to attract women, to smell good for women. But did you know this is actually hurting your chances? Because women's natural instincts detect immune compatibility through pheromones. And if you cover your body with Axe body spray or whatever the hell you use, the gold bar sprays, this is attracting single moms with daddy issues over pure women that you want to attract, over your natural mate. If you are like me and believe that God sent a woman to love you here on this earth and to make you a better man, then you know that she's going to pick up on your pheromones. And if you're covering that with a bunch of crap that smells like you're a high school teenager, or that you just walk through the mall, what do you expect? You expect your dream woman to want a man who smells like he just walked through the mall, or like he just came from gym class? No, she won't even have a problem with your smell as long as you have your natural musk on. I promise you. My wife doesn't care how I smell. If I went like 3 days without a shower, maybe. But other than that, She's chill. I wear no deodorant, no cologne, and I've had no complaints from her. So if you want a real woman, stop spraying cologne on yourself. And I'm just so triggered by this because I hate when guys are in the gym and I can smell them. Like, that's something a woman wants, is to smell good and to attract others with her smell. That's so emasculating. And if you don't just believe that, there's actually a study that showed that men wearing cologne had 23% lower sexual attraction scores versus men's natural scent. So if you need your studies, there it is. But stop wearing cologne in the gym. No one likes you if you wear cologne in the gym. But now let's get down to the third toxin, and that's going to be artificial clothes. Now, artificial clothes are just petroleum products. And we'll start with gym wear, because gym wear, this is probably the worst thing that you have no idea how bad it's affecting your health. Because when you sweat, you are getting these petroleum products, which all this plastic gym wear, it's made from oil and plastic itself is made from oil. So it's basically double oil is what you're wearing on your body. And when you sweat, your pores open and they absorb these things. And this plastic comes through your balls into your, literally straight into your nutsack, lowering your testosterone and increasing your estrogen. Because again, it's phthalates, just like the cologne. It's all phthalates mimicking estrogen, lowering your sperm count and your testosterone. And will say it, I'm guilty of wearing polyester shorts sometimes, but if you can at least wear cotton underwear, that's what you need to be doing. And there's many more things we can go into when it comes to the gym wear, but let's go into the gym shoes. Now, again, this is something I get triggered on, probably because I was tricked on it for so many years. But Nike doesn't design shoes for health. They design shoes for profit. Maybe when they first started, they did. But your feet are literally being culturally cut by these narrow little toe boxes. So when you're buying these 300 pair Jordans, you have no idea what you're doing to your feet. Let me show you what you do to your feet. You're spending $300 to do this to your feet when your feet should look like this. Look at this guy. This is how your feet should look, and this is how they look because of shoes. And I've never understood the Jordan thing, spending like $300 on shoes for urban culture. Like, I don't get it. Just what you can wear is you can wear barefoot shoes. I wear them all the time, and they actually make your lifts go up because you actually have more grip on the ground. So if you're actually serious about making gains in the gym, why don't you worry about barefoot shoes instead of looking cool, wearing Jordans that are actually ruining your feet and ruining your gains? And there's actually so much proof on this. Like, they've done studies on like Aboriginal tribes, and they have 0 foot problems. They don't have bunions, and they have perfect arches. They don't have plantar fasciitis. They don't get arthritis in their toes. These guys have perfect foot health just from wearing, well, no shoes. So what can you do? You can wear cotton clothes or barefoot shoes. Sometimes what I do, or actually mainly what I do, is I'll wear just socks and slides, and then I'll kick off the slides while I'm working out and just work out in my socks. And that's even more comfortable. So, and the other thing you can do is just buy cotton gym wear. Cotton gym wear, again, it's expensive. It's hard to replace your whole closet, but it's definitely going to be worth it. Like, what I did is, because I can't replace all my shorts right away, I just replaced my underwear first. And then for my gym shirts, I just go to a thrift store, find the coolest shirt I can that's 100% cotton, and then cut off the sleeves. And the shirt's like $2 for something way cooler than Young LA would sell. I promise you. Like, you can find a bunch of hilarious shirts at a thrift store, 100% cotton, for like no more than $4, and it'll be like 100% original. You're not gonna walk in the gym and every bro's wearing the same Young LA fit. There's a bunch of more toxins in the gym that I could go over, but these are going to be the main 3 that I see and that hurt men the most, just from dealing with my one-on-one coaching clients. Now, like, you wouldn't inject estrogen, but you're literally doing it every time you go to the gym and you're under these LED lights and you're drenched in cologne, and then you strap on these foot prisons that warp your feet, and then you're putting on these artificial clothes that are leaching literally estrogen into your balls. Health is natural, and we now live in an unnatural world that requires us to take charge of our own health. So if you're ready to take charge of your own health and commit to changing your life, I do offer one-on-one coaching where we go over all the things in the modern world that are nuking your testosterone, not just in the gym. And we also transform your physique while doing that. If you're ready to commit to a transformation, you can find the link to schedule a one-on-one coaching qualification call with me in the description below. And if not, YouTube thinks you will like this video next.